How's it going? It's Chad Kelhagen. I'm back again with another FiFine wireless microphone system. They hooked me up with an even higher end one this time. I'm really excited to share this with you because this company makes excellent products for a very reasonable price. This is the K038. Let's get right into the box here. This user guide has a nice layout of the majority of what comes in the box. So you get two lapel microphones, two headset microphones, you get the receiver and two transmitters. And I'm pretty sure there's some other extra stuff in here as well. Let's find out. Okay, right on the top we have the two transmitters. All plastic besides the metal clip here, which does seem pretty good. These run on two AA batteries. So put that off to the side. Okay, and they do have markings on here to let you know which is which, so you don't get confused. Mic B, mic C. Okay, that's a nice touch. Okay, under here is the receiver. And now this I really like because this is an all metal build. It looks and feels great. This has two antennas, which you can obviously reposition as needed. Wow, yeah, this is made really well. Some nice rubber feet on the bottom here. Okay, so you've got two 1/4-inch microphone inputs. You have a volume knob for each of those, and then these volume knobs are for either your lapel microphones or your headset microphones. This is an echo effect control, which just controls all channels at once. And then this right here is a music knob, is how they labeled it. And basically, this is if you want to have background music playing through your system. And this is your line in input for routing music into the receiver if you choose to use that. Here is an 1/8 inch output, 1/4 inch output, and then here is your DC power input right here. This is a pretty nice layout. Other than the controls, we just obviously have the power button, and then we have a wireless activity indicator, so you can know if your B and C channels are connected and working properly. So yeah, this is everything you would expect in a wireless microphone receiver in a really well-made package here. So excellent job with that. Let's see what is in here. Okay, these are the actual microphones. So we have two headsets here. Okay, so we've got a nice soft cushion on each side of it. We've got a foam thing over the microphone, which obviously all of this type of stuff you can expect that, and I think they've done a satisfactory job on that. I'm not familiar with this type of connector. I don't know if this is a proprietary connector or not, but I mean, I don't have a problem with that. That's no big deal. Now there's where that goes in right on the top here. So you just connect it in there and pull it out. And simple as that. Okay, let's take a look at one of the lapel microphones. We got two of those in here too. same deal. Here's your proprietary connector. Here's your foam thing over the mic. That's always good for just whether you're talking wind noise when you're outside and when you're talking into the microphone. So I'm curious to see how this does with wind noise. I will be testing these outside, so we'll find out about that. Also, these lapel mics are obviously going to have a clip to clip it on to your clothing. And this does feel like a nice sturdy metal clip, and it definitely can really clamp down, which is nice. You do not need to worry about this falling off of your shirt. As far as the length of the cords, let's take a look at that. These are not super long cords, but honestly, I'm a fairly tall person, and if I clip this onto my shirt, as far as the length of this cord goes, yeah, I mean, this is hanging down lower than it could ever need to reach. So even though at face value, this doesn't appear to be a super long cord, this is more than enough length. To the point that really, when you think about it, if you have too much length on a lapel microphone, especially something that's going to be tethered to your clothing, I mean, I think that's just opening yourself up to getting it caught on things and pulling the microphone off. So I think they've done a good job with the length of the cable on the lapel microphone. Let me check the length of the headset microphone. This gives you definitely an adequate amount of length. Here's your power brick with your pin connector. You have 3 different provided audio cables, which is great. You've got your 1/4 to 1/4 inch. You've got your 1/4 to 1/8 inch. And your 1/8 to 1/8 inch. So this is a really good added value that they went ahead and included all this stuff, because FiFine did not necessarily have to include all of these extra audio cables for this price. I think that's extremely generous of them to do that. And also, I really appreciate the fact that they even give you batteries. Not all stuff even comes with batteries to cut cost. A lot of times these companies won't even give you that. So very awesome that that's included in the box. One really nice feature of this system is that you push the power button, short click to turn it on, but another short click by accident will not turn it off. You actually have to hold the power button down. Very nice feature. Another thing I would like to mention is the fact that when you are turning on your transmitter, an accidental short click will not actually turn it on. So if you have it in your pocket, in a bag, wherever, you're not going to run your batteries down by accident with anything pressing this button. You have to do a long click here to turn the transmitter on. And then to turn it off, once again, a short click is not going to do it, which is great because something bumping into this is not going to accidentally turn it off. You have to long click, matter-of-factly, to turn the transmitters off. These are both excellent features that I really greatly appreciate with this wireless system. Now let's test it out. I'm in Green Bay, Wisconsin at Lambeau Field. You're currently hearing my voice through the lapel microphone. Let me know what you think of the audio quality, if you're hearing any background noise around me.
And once I reach approximately 160 feet, let me know anywhere between now and there if you're able to hear the microphone signal start to cut out. On my way back towards the receiver and the camera, I will be switching to the headset. Now that's going to have a little bit of an advantage because that microphone is able to be closer to my mouth. So I'm assuming that that's going to have a bit of an increase in volume, but I'm really curious to see how much. I'm not entirely sure if both of these microphones are exactly the same or if there is a bit of difference. So it's hard to say if there will be a change in audio quality or an increase or decrease in background noise. That will be very interesting to find out. We're almost to 160 feet. Here we go, continuing on. All right, we have reached 160 feet. Are you still able to hear my voice? Let me know in the comments down below. I am now going to switch. All right, you are now hearing my voice through the headset. I did have a couple variables that are not going to be duplicated in the headset. There was a maintenance vehicle that drove by towards the beginning, and then just now, as you saw, there was a car that drove in front of me. The only traffic at this point is only at the road farther back. So if there is a slight decrease in background noise, that would be part of it. But at the same time, I'm sure you will be able to tell a difference overall if there was a change in how directional this headset microphone picks up all the audio versus the lapel microphone. Almost back to my beginning spot. I'm going to now cut the footage, review it, get my thoughts together, and I'll be back with you to share my closing statements.
That footage, loud and clear, speaks for itself. The FiFine K038 wireless microphone system is incredible. It does everything it claims to do. I was anywhere between 160 to 165 feet for distance. There was a 5-foot margin of error that wasn't short, it was possibly long. So, absolute incredible beast of a wireless system. Flawless in my testing. I didn't notice it cutting out at all. The fact that they give you the option to use both the lapel and the headset features, which obviously the lapel microphone, as you could see in the test, does put out a quieter signal than the headset, only just because that microphone is going to be farther away from your face. You're not going to be using both of these microphones in what you're doing without making sure volume levels are adequate, and you can do that on the receiver. I purposely left them the same across the board because I wanted you to be able to hear the difference. Now, another thing I really appreciate about this is the inclusion of the additional channels. So if you have another wireless microphone or any kind of wired microphone, really doesn't even matter. I happen to have the FiFine K025 system, which I previously reviewed. You can connect this into either channel A or channel D, and then you have your own dedicated volume control for that as well. So the added value of not only being able to use the headset or lapel feature, to be able to use just a standard microphone with this is incredible. I really appreciate that. You could even hook an instrument into one of those channels if you want to. You can do literally whatever you want. So possibilities are endless with this. I highly, highly recommend it. Combined with the build quality and the performance for less than $90. This is an absolute no-brainer. Buy this with confidence. The FiFine K038 wireless microphone system. I have a link down in the description if you want to check it out for yourself and buy it. Hopefully you found this useful. Thanks for watching. I'll see you around.